Yo, what's up guys? Insane Game Freak here to bring you another edition of Gaming Thoughts. And just prior to making this video, or actually turn on this fucking camera, I have been playing Kazuko Musa Pirate Warriors, and I have been playing Dead or Alive 5. PSN in the description. Hit me up. Right now I'm not really, I'll put it this way. Give me a few days, because Dead or Alive I've been kind of like, oh my god, my brain is shooting me in the foot and I'm losing my fucking mind. Mainly because I played Dead or Alive like for a few hours yesterday, and I played Pirate Warriors for like 5 hours today. Literally, I just got off a Pirate Warriors like fucking marathon. It was ridiculous. I'm all the way up to the CP9 saga. Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's get into the gaming thoughts about just random shit in gaming. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to address is pretty much all the Wii U shit. Now, mind you, I watched the, no, not the Tokyo, what the fuck is it? The press conference they had on September 13th. I actually got up in the morning. I literally got out of class and drove home, like sped home to get home at like 10 a.m. because my class was at 9. And I watched that shit straight through. So I got it the day it came out, but other people were putting up videos and I had other things to do. On my second channel, I think I put in first impressions of Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2. So I'm going to address everything with the Wii U. In terms of price point, I think it's cool as fuck that it's actually pretty fucking cheap. I mean, the basic version is $300. The deluxe version is $350. I like the fact that it comes with an HDMI cable. I'm a little wary over the fact that they're not selling the Wii U pad controller, not like the controller Pro that looks like a 360 controller, but like the actual Wii U pad controller. I haven't heard anything about that being sold separately, which kind of worries me, meaning it probably costs enough for where it's an issue. I'm also surprised at how well it... Oh, no, I'm not surprised. It's fucking Nintendo. It looks great. I am just happy that it sells so fucking well. What I'm particularly referring to is that my GameStop, my Best Buy, and my Target have all sold out of the Wii U shit already. And it's not even fucking October yet. Like, GameStop, I think, is just officially just fucking screwed in terms of, like, there are too many fucking pre-orders for both versions. Both of them are already sold out. I tried my Best Buy, that's sold out. My Target sold out. I couldn't even get the damn system. Really, there's two reasons why I'm not getting the system. And it has nothing to do with, the game selection or the fact that Bayonetta 2 is on I'm going to address that in a second. But the reason why I'm not getting the game on launch is for two reasons. One, I can't fucking get it anywhere. And two, it comes out during my issue between Fuck You Month and holiday Christmas season shit. And there's too much shit I have to get anyway. So in terms of gaming, I'm just going to stick to like the games themselves. And then like probably buy the console when the hype kind of dies down by, I'm assuming like by March or April next year. Now let me address the Bayonetta 2 shit, because as you guys know, I played the first one. Well, actually, I don't know if you guys would know that, because I haven't really mentioned it or reviewed it, to be honest with you. I had played the first Bayonetta game. Now, mind you, I played the quote-unquote shitty version. I played the PS3 version. I didn't play the 360 version, the one that gets all the good scores and shit. The PS3 version is pretty solid, but I could totally see why, people prefer the 360 version from the videos I have seen. Now, just to address the whole, fans losing their shit because Bayonetta 2 is only Wii U exclusive, I think a lot of people have already said this. The fact that, one, not all exclusive games stay exclusive. We have had things in the past where things have been exclusive and become multi-plats over time. That just means if you want to play the game, like, within its launch window, you're probably going to have to buy a Wii U. Second thing is that people are bashing Nintendo for making a smart business decision, and then on top of that, I find it hilarious because for the people who wanted Bayonetta 2, you do realize that Nintendo was the one that put in the money to help get that damn game made. Like, there are articles stating that. They have stated that the reason why Bayonetta 2 exists is because Nintendo put the money into it. So I have no fucking problem with this, because for me personally, I'm not a fucking, a Sony only gamer or a fucking Microsoft only gamer or a PC only gamer, because I'm like, why the fuck do I need to become biased in the systems I buy when I just want to play the fucking games, I have a PS3 and I have a Wii. I have the two best consoles, in my opinion, or at least of this generation. I don't need a 360, and PC is a fucking PC. I don't really give a shit for half of the games on the PC. I want to play games on Sony and Nintendo, so I have those two consoles. You know, I don't see what this whole we gotta stick to one damn console, become a fanboy shit is about. And when it comes to Bayonetta 2, buying a Wii U, so I don't have a fucking problem anyway. People are like, oh, they betrayed the fan base. I'm like, well, apparently the fan base didn't put any goddamn money behind it, so you can't really say anything. I'm just saying, I mean, it's like, yeah, you bought the game, and that's good for you, but some of you bought that shit used, which doesn't do anything for the developers at all, and the game didn't necessarily come out the gate with the best of sales, so, you know, solid game is one of those, Bayonetta is like literally one of those underrated titles to begin with, so I'm like, the fact that they grabbed the hardcore title is cool. People are whining about, oh, how dare they take Bayonetta 2 even though they put the money into it and allowed the game to be fucking made. And, you know, how dare they market that, you know. How dare they copyright that shit even though, you know, they put the money into it. I can understand they just took that shit, but no, they actually put the fucking money into it. It's ridiculous. And it's just a fucking game. You know, people are like, fuck Nintendo, fuck Bayonetta. It's like, oh, and you know what's even funnier? People are like bashing Nintendo but not bashing Platinum Games. So, you know, the developer who chose to have the fucking game be under the Wii U system, you know, that's not bash the development, but we bash this, you know, them for making a smart business decision. Fine, you know, if you're a fan of the game, I understand, you know, well, I kind of don't because it's just stupid. It's stupid as hell. It's a fucking game. People are like going on. People were losing their shit when this shit was first announced. Oh my fucking god! How dare they? How dare Nintendo make a smart business decision? That was stupid. That was fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Like, really, that was just, yo, it's a fucking video game. People were like doing death threats and shit. And if you hear shit in the background, that's my sister playing some ghetto ass music. So that's for the fucking Bayonetta 2 situation. For the Wii U lineup itself, looks perfectly fine. I mean, there's an argument that there's a lot of multi-plats, but, you know, it's not that big of a deal, and I'm probably going to pick up some of them, not all of them. Like, I don't really care about getting well, I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan, I'm not a Call of Duty fan. I'm definitely getting Rayman fucking Legends. I don't know if I'm getting that on the PS3 or the Wii U. I might get that on the Wii U, it really just depends. Mind you, by the time I actually get the damn system, I'll have like a blatant choice of which one I want. As far as the Wii U stuff is that, you know, congrats to Nintendo, they're getting that shit sold. Like, really, people are buying that motherfucker like hotcakes. If it's already sold out and we're not even in the month before yet, that's ridiculous. The shit came out on the 13th and the shit sold out on the 20th. Today's like the 26th. That's fucking ridiculous. So the next thing I guess I can cover is some games, you know, I'm looking forward to. Now, mind you, you know, Bayonetta 2 is obviously something I'm looking forward to. Obviously, Black and White 2 comes out next month. Actually, it comes out in like 2 weeks, so fucking alright on that. I've been reading the manga. I'm just really ready for that game. Good shit, dude. like, good shit. I'm going to talk a little bit about Pirate Warriors, just because I do have the game and it's out, and for those who want to get it, here's some things. As a One Piece fan, I'm enjoying the hell out of the game. Fuck Drum Island stage though, I'm sorry. Fuck that stage and fuck that boss fight. Why? Because it's not really a fun level. And just to give you kind of a hint what I'm referring to, the fucking game, the level is half of its, the platforming side of it, quote unquote, is you carrying sick Nami around while randomly having to put her in rest spots and carry her near fire so she regains health, because the entire damn level she's losing health and she only regains it. Now, it's not really hard for that aspect. What irks the shit out of me is just how Luffy runs so fucking slow. You're barely fighting anything in that stage, and you're doing a whole bunch of puzzles mixed with, oh, I gotta run slowly until I get to the rest area, put down Nami, then I can run fast and do all the platforming shit, and then have to come back and get Nami and run slowly through the fixed path that I just finished fixing. So you're running through like the same areas like two or three times. And that's if you get it on the first try. If you don't, you're fucking up and you have to fucking do it again, and it's goddamn annoying. Wapol as a boss for that stage was bullshit. I'm not going to go too far into it, but just know, fuck that Wobble boss fight. That was bullshit. The only thing I'm gonna say is that the way you beat him is kind of aggravating, just because I'm like, what? It's like I died at Wobble. I got mad. I was like, really? The Wobble boss fight is the thing that keeps killing me? It's bullshit. That and probably the Luffy Usopp fight, but even that wasn't as annoying. That was nowhere near annoying as the fuck Drum Island in the game. The game is like $50 on PSN, which off the top of my head just made me go, for a PSN game that seems a little high. I would have said like 40. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, it's a full game, so I understand kind of. I'm just like, why is it $50? I mean, a normal PS3 game is $60, so you took $10 off, and I can't even hold the goddamn case. It's the same price as a Wii game. I'm like, 40 maybe? You know, it is a PSN game. Also because it took me like 6 hours to fucking download. Now the game itself is actually pretty fun. As a One Piece fan, I am going to say I have like a lot of nitpicks with this game. And it's because of I know it's because I'm being a fanboy is why I'm nitpicking the shit out of the game. Like, for example, I hate the fact that none of the characters, why the fuck, I think I even mentioned this in my last gaming thought. So the last one I talked about Kazuko Muso, and I was like, why the fuck is there like no battle damage? And I've only seen like one scene where fucking Luffy is battle damage, and it's a cut scene. And it's only for one scene. Even the other cut scenes where he's supposed to be battle damage, he's not. And I'm like, why the fuck is that? Like, why couldn't you just put battle damage Luffy in there? I don't understand why that was so fucking hard. Especially when you did it in one cutscene. It was retarded. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Especially when the other cutscenes were a lot more brutal. For some reason, and the irony is the cutscene actually has battle damage. It's the Drum Island cutscene. You know, where he's grabbing when he protects Hiriluk's flag when Wop was shooting at him. Not the Alabaster scenes. Oh no, no battle damage there. I don't like the fact that all the characters are rocking the same outfits. Well, and what makes it worse is that you could kind of make the argument that everyone's in their like CP9 or Origin outfit, but for some fucking reason, Nami's wearing this completely new outfit for no goddamn reason, which is really jarring in certain arcs. Specifically, the thing that I think Buggy in like the Buggy arc, it bugged the shit out of me, and it bugged the shit out of me in like Arlong because it just didn't work. I also don't like how they cut out like a lot of either like like bigger henchmen like Chessa Mario, or hell, almost all the Baroque Works people. Like, I didn't see Mr. One, Miss fucking, what's her name, Miss Doublefinger, Mr. Four, Merry Christmas, you see Mr. Two in cutscenes, but you don't even fight Mr. Two in the game. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, there's a lot of nitpicks with Kazuko Muso I have. Overall, like, the shit I get to play is fun as hell. Like, I don't have any problems. Fuck, except for Drum Island. Drum Island can go eat a dick, but everything else was fun as hell. And I even like, and some of the remake shit works for different reasons. I don't know, as a One Piece fan, I nitpick the fuck out of it, which is the whole thing with that. And I guess I could say something a little bit on Dead or Alive 5, because I do have that game. Now, granted, I haven't played a Dead or Alive game in forever. I think the last one I played was like 2 or 3. I haven't even played, because the thing is that Dead or Alive has been on fucking Xbox, and I was like, fuck, I'm not getting the game for fucking Dead or Alive. And I'm like, well, people who aren't buying the Wii U are like, I'm not getting the Bayonetta 2. I'm not buying the Wii U for the Bayonetta 2. Well, I'm like, well, okay, then it's not really meant for you. It's meant for the ones who are going to buy a Wii U. So you were not even in the demographic. You weren't in the demographic to begin with. So fuck you. That's the other thing. Like, it's kind of like, why should I regard your opinion on a level when you're not even like, you weren't going to get the damn system anyway? It's like, at this point, it's kind of funny. I mean, mind you, I've had that happen to me before, but just like, I don't know, it's just this over complaining and death threats was just fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. But as far as Dead or Alive 5 goes so far, I've played like maybe 2 hours of this because I was playing this thinking, and I stopped thinking that Kazuko Muso would be downloaded quicker, which is a mini rant I'm going to get into real quick. PSN games take for fucking ever to download, and then they take even longer to fucking install. That was bullshit. You saw in the video before this, actually. I waited like 5 fucking hours for the fucking game to download. And I only played it for like 10 minutes when I finally got the shit to work at like 1:30 in the morning. And then I had to go to sleep right after that. And I was like, fuck me. But from what I have played of this, Dead or Alive is actually, from what I remember half of these characters. Like, I remember, Kasumi, Ayane, Hayato, Helen. Zack was Zack has me rolling in this shit. I love I love his. It's like his combos are cool as shit, but he just has me laughing. I think the other chick's name is Milla, the MMA fighter. What is her name? Her father is Bass. What the fuck is her name? I just played as her the other night. Oh, I just played with her last night. Oh my god, what is her name? It's not Tina. There we go, Tina. Tina's alright. Hitomi was just weird. Kokoro, I'm assuming, is a Helen fangirl. Lisa, Christy, Rig. Who else am I missing? Who else have I seen? I'm just looking at the top of my hair because I haven't seen. Oh yeah, and like the dude, what's his name? Hong Lee or some shit. Nigga was dressed in like Kill Bill outfit, and the nigga's like you can tell he's kind of like an obvious Jet Li clone. What the fuck was that about? So far the game is pretty fun. The funniest shit to me is that the game likes to push the, oh my god, the characters are sweating at you all the time. You get that shit in cutscenes. There are like cutscenes like when Milla's like training. There's a scene where she hits the thing and you just see like sweat flying off her face. I'm like, okay, fine, we get it. The goddamn game. It's like, fine, the characters can sweat the game. Stop it. Like, really. And then when they lose, also, the way they lose, especially the girls, is like the most suggestive shit ever. Which I guess is like their way of sneaky fan service in the game. Like when you lose with like Kasumi or Ayane or fucking... Actually, I didn't lose with Kasumi, so I don't know. I know Ayane has like a suggestive ass pose. I know Milla had a suggestive ass pose. And it's always like, oh no, why did I lose? And then they lay over in the camera and they're breathing hell like this. And obviously when it's Japanese girls, like, the dub is solid. For some reason, the mouths don't move that much in general, so you can't really tell if it's even matching voice flaps. So it's just kind of like, it's like almost all the girls are in suggestive poses, and some of the guys have like just ridiculous ones. Like Zach's try again scream was hilarious. The nigga was like, no, all my dreams. I was like, Zach, why do you have to be a black stereotype man? Like, why do you have to do this to me? Overall, I'm enjoying the game. As I said, I'm kind of getting back used to the control scheme of shit, but fun game. And I guess the only other thing I want to really touch on is just I mentioned the PSN stuff, but just really that's the main thing about this generation of gaming that annoys the fuck out of me. The downloadable titles. I don't understand, like, for the people who actually use like the 300 or 250 megabytes that are on your PS3 or Xbox 360, how do you have the patience for that shit? Like, you have got to have like the fastest fucking internet possible or a lot of fucking free time. Because those games take for fucking ever to download. And that's why I find it kind of ridiculous. Like, we're going to move into the digital age. If we're going to move in the digital age, I swear to God, they got to fix this shit. Because that was painful. 5 fucking hours, man. 5 hours to play a game. Which I find hilarious. I spent 5 hours today on Kazuko Muso, and it took me 5 hours to download it. Correlation for the win! But there's a lot of other shit I got to record tonight. So that's essentially all I got for gaming thoughts. Bayonetta 2 fans Bayonetta fans who aren't getting the Wii U and were pissed off and raging like fucking idiots because, it's I can understand why you feel bad, you feel like you're betrayed on a level, but does Nintendo really need to die in a fire? Do you really need to just hate to that extent to where you're threatening people's lives and shit and calling them a shit company, even though it's pretty obvious that was a smart business decision? I mean, fuck, they have Call of Duty on there for all you Call of Duty retards, and fucking Assassin's Creed, which I know legitimately is a good game. I just don't fucking care for the series, It was just dumb. It's like, fine, and it's not even like the game will always be Wii U exclusive. It's just, we've seen games change platforms before. I don't know. I think people just fucking reacted to it, and that's just my 2 cents on it. I can't get the Wii U on launch because there's too much other things I'm getting, and October, November, December are just like, fuck me. Mainly October, but November and December have their points too. At least it's not as bad as last year when I was buying like fucking, all these One Piece figures. Wait. All these One Piece figures. Anyways, please send me your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. This is the Insane Game Freak. Life's a game, play to win. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace off. One Piece off. Put it with us. Fuck Drum Island.